just run aways, run, renegades, run to get away. And we just run because we ain't giving it up, how to get away. Always a haunted place. Oh, when you and I are the ghosts, how I wanna take you home. But we're just run aways, run, renegades, nowhere could stay. Hey, little darling, no, we're not welcome here in this party. They're looking through us like uninvited. Hold your head high, 'cause we're just run aways, run, renegades, run to get away. And we just run because we ain't giving it up, how to get away. Always a haunted place. Oh, when you and I are the ghosts, how I wanna take you home. But we're just run aways, run, renegades, nowhere could stay. Oh, when you and I are the ghosts, how I wanna take you home. But we're just run aways, run, renegades, nowhere could stay. Tick tock, waiting all my life for you to feel my situation, baby. Tick tock, waiting all my life for you to feel my situation, baby. I fell in the water, it was colder than I'd ever felt before. You say I don't want you, but I want you. I need something to hold. I don't know where I went wrong, I just wanna get along. I don't know why people say that you are better off without me. Tick tock, waiting all my life for you to feel my situation, baby. Tick tock, waiting all my life for you to feel my situation, baby. You think that you're invincible, you wanna stand on your own. Love is really powerful. Oh.
Fitzpatrick in our Lifetime Moments segment. Devarius and I will get personal, describing his traumatic year and how it led him to discovering his niche and his purpose. So everyone viewing here and everyone viewing at home, please give a warm welcome to the man that started this all, Devarius Fitzpatrick.
Oh my God.
So Devarius, tell us, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing better. I've been waiting on this moment for this day, and I'm just glad I got friends, close friends by me. You, out of all people.
We started this back December.
December what? 2020.
2020.
Yeah, 2020, and Karina, I really love you, and I'm grateful for this moment because everybody needs to have a moment in their life, and so that's one of the reasons why I created this. So I'm just so glad you're here.
And I'm glad that you have me here, but in reality, none of us care about how you feel or about how excited you are because we only care about the tea.
Oh.
We want to start at the beginning.
Okay.
What happened April 2020?
Well,
we want to know about the drama. We want to know about this boy. What was his name?
Yeah, okay, this boy, his name is Jesus. Jesus, I know. So his name was Jesus, and he's from the Bronx, New York.
Okay.
And
How did you meet him? How did you meet Jesus?
Facebook.
Facebook?
It was Facebook.
Never meet anyone online, guys.
Like seriously,
never.
Like never ever meet people online. Like it was a fucking like experience like in 2020. So we met on Facebook.
Okay.
It was this dating app. You know how you have groups on.
And what kind of group was it?
It's like a little private. It was a private chat.
Okay.
It was like a gay.
But a private chat for what?
It was a gay chat. It was like a little gay chat room.
Okay.
So I just want to see what kind of cute guys it was, and I just like
So when you met Jesus,
yeah,
where were you?
I was here in Los Angeles, California.
And where was he?
He was in the Bronx, New York.
Is that where he's originally from?
He's been there for 30 years, kind of say. Yeah, I think it's long. Yeah, most of his life.
Okay, so you said
Puerto Rico too.
You're saying he was there for 30 years,
yeah.
Meaning he's not there anymore.
He's still there.
He's still there?
He's still there.
Did he ever end up coming out to LA with you?
Yes. He did.
Did you fly him out?
I did fly him out.
Why? Why would you ever fly him out?
Because I thought he was the man of my dreams. Okay. And I thought he was literally the one for my life. And it was COVID. I was experiencing anxiety. Yes, I was a property manager at the time.
Here in LA.
Yeah, in LA. Yeah. And it was just, I was just in that moment. It's like bittersweet love. Okay. And so I took a chance, and I wanted to experience like him. I wanted to just create. I was empty inside at home, and I was lonely. It was a 3-story house. Yeah.
So you took a chance.
I did take a chance.
And now we're here. This is why we're here. Because you took a chance on a man from the Bronx. Don't date men from the Bronx. From Facebook, guys. Do not do that.
Oh
okay, besides him flying out.
Yes, I flew him out.
I remember his family ended up staying with you guys, right?
Yes.
You flew out his family, or did he do that himself?
I flew out him.
And how many other people?
His cousin. He had a cousin. He had 2 cousins, and it was someone else I won't say. Okay. I won't say or whatever.
And can you say the cousin's name, or are you trying not to?
I don't want to say the name.
Why?
Because, I just want, they're going to know, they're going to see this or whatever, but I don't want to say it. Or whatever. So
but the point, I just don't want to say it. The point was, and what we want to know is the real tea. So why can't you say the cousin's name?
Because I don't want to say the cousin. Can we not say the cousin's name? Because I can't believe I did that.
I guess. We won't say the name now, but at the end you might have to come out with the name.
They don't need to know the name.
They don't need to know the name.
They don't need to know.
So it was you, Jesus, and the cousin living together.
Yeah, it was 2.
Okay. And you guys were living, what, a happy family? You
Yeah,
guys were in a
it's
3-bedroom?
So it was like so Karina, it was like, and for all the 10 million viewers that's watching the show, it was like me and Jesus. I started out talking to him and dating him, flew him out here. Was lonely, and then he came out here, and it was beautiful, beautiful. They came, like I helped them come out here eventually because it was his birthday around the time. So it was like I helped him come out here. So yeah, I mean,
So how did that feel like having a whole family at home?
different. Never done in my life, ever. I was 29 at 20. No, I was 28
Okay.
at the time. I think no, 28. We in 20.
We're 2021 now.
Yeah. See, this is what COVID does to you.
We've been stuck for 2 years.
Right. Literally. So yeah.
So you had a full family.
Had a full
You
family.
said it's a first time experience.
It was a first time experience.
Never
Yeah.
experienced that as a child?
Mm-mm.
Never had a full family?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
So I guess coming with that, you know, you had the cousin move in.
Right.
It was yourself.
Right.
What was Jesus's role in all of this, in the relationship? Because from the sounds of it, you flew him out.
I did flew him out here.
So when he got
was
here, did he have a job? Was he doing anything with his life?
He did not have a job.
Okay.
He was on this, I don't know, Section 8 type shit. I don't know what it was, but he was on that. And so he had an apartment. It was through the government or whatever. So his mom was living in an apartment. He had a little dog or whatever. But he didn't come with a job. He was in the healthcare field.
Okay.
He was in school, but he dropped out of school. So, but then I helped him get a job. I tried, but it didn't work out. It's like one time, 2 times. I tried getting him property management. It didn't work out. Tried to get him with the hotel. Didn't even work out. Just there at the house.
So you were covering all the bills.
All the bills. It was like a lot, like $4,000.
Okay.
Like
So we got a
4,000.
dropout and a homeless Jesus so far. That is what we have so far, guys.
Drop out, really, Karina. I drop out.
You
Really.
said he dropped out.
I mean, did I say drop out?
You said he dropped.
Drop out. Well, he stopped. He didn't like drop out. He just, I think, financial reasons.
Okay. That's why he stopped going.
Yeah, exactly. That's,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, aside from...
We got a lot of papers over there.
Yeah, we do. Aside from speaking of Jesus, everything was good. Everything was sweet. We had a whole family going on.
We did have a whole family.
Okay. So tell us, how did this even become traumatic? If everything was so perfect and so dandy.
Okay. He took advantage of the opportunity. Of most of my money that I saved up in that year, and it wasn't even COVID money, it's what I really, saved up. It's celebrities and stuff like that. It was like $30,000, more than $30,000, a lot. And I spent on this relationship. And it turns out I didn't, in the course of the heart of the relationship, he was an alcoholic.
Okay.
He was an alcoholic. And that, I saw some red flags and I ignored them.
And what were those red flags?
When,
Is that something you can get into?
Yeah.
So what was it? Was it the drinking that was the first red flag?
Yeah.
Or why don't you start with what was the first red flags you did actually see?
I'm trying to think. It was when he started sneaking out of the bed at 3 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that's definitely a red flag.
And you don't know nobody in LA. You from the Bronx, New York. You don't know, like, why, like, where are you going? And I don't hit the thing.
Somebody's getting angry.
He was gone. I was like, where is he? I kept calling his phone, walked out the house. Keep in mind, I'm the only one in this big 3-story house, right?
So the cousin wasn't here at the time?
No, not at the time.
Okay.
They eventually came like months later.
Later on, okay.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get to that, yeah. So it's just me and him there. Because I had to fill up the house with tenants later on, because it was COVID. It was hard,
Of course,
lost
yeah.
their job. It was the heart of COVID, March, April, whatever. So he So what happened was he just got out the bed. I was like, and I called him. And I was like, he came through the door. I was like, I saw him on the sidewalk in 3 more. I was like, where the fuck were you? He's like, my sister. I was on the phone with my sister. I was on the phone with your sister. It's been 3-4 hours. Like, where you
At
been?
3 a.m.
Yeah, at 3 a.m. Like, you just don't go out. You got me worried and everything. I called mom, I think, or whatever. And like, where are you, dude? You know, I was looking and stuff. So, then it led to the drinking. That was another red flag. He had like those bottles. I can't remember. Cabernet. What is it, Cabernet?
Cabernet?
Yes.
The wine.
It was,
Okay,
it was
red
dark.
wine.
It was dark. It was dark. And it was like, what size is this? I know you're bartending.
It's like a 750 millimeter bottle.
That
It's 1
one.
liter.
And he would kill those every night.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
would be like 20 of them on top of the refrigerator. And yes, I bought the liquor too.
So you were also providing
Yep.
for his addiction.
Yep.
Okay. That's one way to spend $30,000, I would say.
Yeah. Well, that's not a part. I did book a hotel for us.
To go on a getaway.
Well, we was in Manhattan Beach at a nice hotel. I can't remember the hotel.
And do you remember roughly how much you spent on that?
$500 to $1,000, something like that.
So we're just splurging on Jesus.
Yeah.
So
okay.
aside from the drinking, no job, sneaky,
Right.
was that the end? Is that when you called it quits?
No. Then it led to cheating.
Okay.
I did catch him before he left, and this was like in May before he decided. We both decided for him to come back to live, actually, because I wanted him to live with me in LA and then start a new life. You know, the Bronx is rough.
Never been there.
But I love them though. I love y'all. The Bronx is rough, and but he told me his experiences there. So okay. Then we went. Okay, I'm trying to think. I'm so sorry. This is really touching. It's really touching. So we got to the point where help me out.
You were in Manhattan.
We was
You
in
paid
Manhattan.
up to $1,000.
Yes.
He was sneaking out at 3 a.m.
Yes, so I called him, talked to another guy. I figured out who the guy was, and this guy. I will say this guy's name.
What's his
Jose.
name? Jose. Jose and Jesus.
Right.
Okay.
Right. It's like it was planned.
So did you find out where they met? Did they meet on that same chat? I'm gonna start removing items here.
I found out on Facebook.
Same place, same chat.
No. I just went on through his. You know how you like somebody's posts and stuff or whatever. I went through all his likes, you know, like a boyfriend does, and I saw that I saw this dude named Jose. I was like, who's this Joshua dude or whatever?
Joshua.
His first name was Joshua.
Okay.
AKA Jose. So I was like, who is this? And I clicked on it, and Jesus told me a little Spanish, so I knew amor, mi amor, and all that kind of stuff, cállate, and all that kind of stuff, the basic Spanish. So I looked, I was like, wait, and then he said, my king. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I kept scrolling and saw this picture of him and my boyfriend. I was like, what?
Were they naked?
No, it was just they was like hooked up together. Like
a lovey-dovey picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it was like 382 comments. I was like, the fuck?
And when did you find this picture? Have he been living here in LA for a while? What was the?
Yeah, he was here. He was here in LA, Karina. He was here in LA.
For how long? Do you remember?
Yeah, he was. Okay, he got here April the 11th, and then he left like May. So it was like almost 4 weeks. So he started seeing this board when he started drinking, and I think that's what happened when he started drinking, and he felt guilty. He blamed on he's homesick and he ready to go back home. I'm like, no. So what happened was I think it then led to the drinking, then led to him sneaking out. And then I called him, but I didn't confront him yet. I still never confront him. That's when he left. When I found out, it was like when he was leaving to go back home to come back in June to stay for good. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So aside from the cheating, you found him with someone else. He's getting crazy with the alcohol. Did anything else happen aside from the cheating?
Not that I no. They wasn't in the picture. I didn't see no kissing. It was just like, wow, he's been sneaking out with this dude. You know, I'm like, he could have just told me or something like that. But that's what narcissistic
Yep.
guys do. And he was a narcissist.
Blaming it on you.
Fabricating the stories, and when when we get there, blaming on me. Yes. So can we fast forward to when the decision of him coming back? So
So he comes back June, right?
June
Okay.
3rd, and so my best friend Antoine.
Okay. I know Antoine.
So Antoine's like, don't book the flight, Devarius, because I already told him what I found out. I told him I said, don't book the flight, and what did I do?
You booked the flight.
I booked the flight, another $700 or whatever. I don't know what it was. I booked the flight for him to come back to LA to live with me.
And how did he even start? Were you guys good? Were you guys bad?
It was a gut telling me not to, and I didn't listen, and I didn't listen to Antoine, and I did it anyway. I didn't even call him back. I was like, nope, I'm not talking to Antoine.
Because everyone's against your love.
Right, everybody. Yep, not agreeing with my decision, but I guess that's the way to protect any friendship.
Yeah.
Is to not get too close into the nitty gritty, the meat of the relationship.
Not
so
to.
you can protect your own friendship or whatever, because that's how friendships just break off.
Second time coming around, did he ever think about getting a job?
Oh, he still wouldn't get a fucking job.
So you were still paying the bills?
I was still paying the damn bills.
Still paying $1,000 hotels?
Well, it was just one time. Correct.
Okay.
It was just one time.
At least you did not splurge more.
Huh?
At least you didn't splurge more on hotels.
I did splurge more. Not on hotels, but on groceries, on food, on clothes. I bought all the clothes. So I did everything.
And how? Okay, so second time, what went wrong this time around? Clearly, you guys thought it was a happily ever after.
Yes,
He came back.
I even wrote a book called Prince Javier on this dude in April, and I called it the Prince Javier, the beginning of us. 10,000 words in this book. I still have this to this very.
You
book.
still have the
I
book.
still got it. It's on my laptop.
Do you plan on sharing it one day?
I'm gonna change the name. I'm gonna finish the book. I'm gonna change instead of Jesus or Jesus. I'm gonna put Judas.
Okay, it's a new book. We'll be waiting for that. I'll be waiting to read that one. Send me a copy.
You're right, Judas.
Okay, so what else? What ended up happening? I feel
So-
like you're not really getting into it.
Oh, I'm gonna get into it. So, goodness. So we here living together, living like a couple, and then his family comes, begged me to come move one of me, and I helped him get a job, working at the hotel, and the other one I helped them even get their license and everything. So, then it led to, they kept distancing. So we moved downstairs in a 3-story house.
Okay.
So we moved. It was 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2 living rooms, 1 kitchen in my house, and it had 3 private entries.
Okay.
So it was a big house, and it was all of us down there. So he had his own separate room too, and I would have our bedroom. So he wanted another red flag. He wanted space or whatever. Like he wanted me to stay in there and him to stay in there. But when he wanted to come in, he wanted as a couple. But it turns out that one day he had somebody over, and I didn't know who it was.
Were you home at that time?
I was at home.
And you didn't say anything? You didn't confront him about it?
He told me not to knock on the door and stuff like that. I was like, what?
Was it a guy?
Yeah, it was a guy. It wasn't no girl.
You never know. You never know. Don't assume. So we have a guy over.
Yeah.
You're in a 3-bedroom home, 4-bedroom home, sorry. He has his own room.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what happened. That's all I'm going to say right there. I don't know what happened, but that person left.
Okay.
But remember Joshua I was telling you about earlier? He had a dog. And so later on, this is where it really got heated up. And then keep in mind, we're still in COVID. I'm a property manager, and I got tenants coming in, and so the house is getting filled up. So he's friends with all the other tenants now.
Okay.
So and now he's befriending tenants, and one of the tenants is like they all really close. So going back, the dog. He brought the fucking dog to the house.
Jose's dog.
Yes.
Okay.
How did I find out? I'm gonna tell you how I found out. I went through because he told me that he had to take it to the vet. I was like, I bet you that's Jose's dog. And I saw it on Facebook. I saw the dog. No, it's a poodle. Yeah. I'm DSI. Okay, on this show. And so I saw the dog on Facebook, and then I saw the dog. I'm like, this is Jose's dog. I'm like, so I went through the little bag, the little vet bag or whatever, and I saw Joshua and his last name.
So you said, okay, that's where I'm confused. You said the tenants were his friends.
Yeah.
But he's from the Bronx, and he's not supposed to know anyone here.
Well,
so what friends?
In COVID, we have to meet everybody because, I'm the property manager, and they know I'm his.
Yeah, you guys are together.
And then we got to be friends with the people that we live with. Remember, it's a big house. So we was at the top. It was like a 3-story house, and then it was at the top. And so then we moved at the bottom. So everybody's at the top. We're at the bottom.
So he met those people here.
Basically.
Okay, I thought he flew some friends out with your money.
No, he didn't flew no friends out.
Well, with your money. You said $30,000. I want to know where this money went.
It went a lot of places.
Did you confront him about the dog?
I sure did.
What did he say?
He got offensive. He's like, what are you talking about? This is not Jose. And you still, I was like, this is his dog, Jesus. Like, this is his dog.
Did you pull up the Facebook pictures?
No, I did not. I wish I should have, but I did not. But I don't know. I just didn't want to escalate because I just wanted to just like, why did you do this? Just admit. Because at first he didn't. Okay, at first he denied he cheated on me. Let's get to that. He denied he cheated on me, and then then his mom confirmed it, and then he confirmed it because he lied about it. Just fast forwarding for everybody.
So you had communication with his mom?
Yes, me and his mom was like this. His mom loved me.
And do you still have contact with her? Are you guys?
After we broken up, at the end of the relationship. We did for just one time only, and that was about it. So I want to get to the part.
Yeah, I know you're avoiding some points. I keep asking you, and you're definitely avoiding that. So okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and ask.
Okay, go.
I want to know about the beating. I know you didn't want it to get crazy, no altercations, but at the end, we know it happened, and I know you're avoiding it. So what happened that day? How did it even get that crazy?
September 17th,
okay,
2020, 5:45 a.m. At this time, he was belligerent drunk. You know, those big ones? I don't know, that you carry, those killed in one night. Disgusting. I never seen it in my life. I'm working 12 hours, busting my ass out as a private driver or whatever, working for this multi-millionaire guy or whatever. And he came in, keep in mind, master bedroom. I locked the door. We have a bathroom inside, the master bedroom. So I would lock the door because tenants would be coming in and out. Long story short, I would leave the bathroom open and lock the bedroom because he has the key. He can always come in. Nobody else can but him, right? So I was in the bed, sleeping peacefully, tired, worn out. 5:45 coming. Bang, 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 bang. I was like, what? Who is this at this damn door? And then he was drunk. Okay. Right there at the door. And so he's like, who's in the room? I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, babe? What do you mean who's in the room? Ain't nobody in the room but me. Why is the door locked? Why is the door locked? What are you talking about? You got a key to our room. Like, you got a key to our room. Like, what do you mean? So just what are you talking about? You drunk, you always drunk. You really need to stop all this. Like he's obsessively drinking, Karina. He was fucking obsessively. Like I couldn't take it no more. He was turning people against me and stuff. So he comes in and just started coming in the room, turn on the lights and stuff. I'm like half naked and stuff like that. I'm like, we just arguing back and forth. I started smirking a little bit. He's like, if you smirk one time, I'm gonna hit you. I was like, hit me? I was like, why are you gonna hit me? Like, what? Like, you finna hit me? After you said when we first met in March 27th, you said you would never ever put your hands on me. And so he's just going back and forth, thinking I'm cheating on him with the guy I work with. I'm like, no, he's straight. You know? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then next thing you know it, after all the arguing, it's escalated, him being drunk. That's when he hit his first strike, hit me.
Did he hit you just once?
He not only hit me once, he hit me about 7 times. Really hard.
Did you call the police that night?
I couldn't.
Why?
I didn't. Because and then not only why, because I didn't want to I think it just ruined my reputation out here, and then if I would have fought back, it would just end it so fucking bad if I would have fought back, and then the police would be involved. They see this, this black guy, going crazy on, and then it's a family there, and I want to say who all's there, So, he kept hitting me. He pinned me on the bed, and choked me. His cousin stood right there and watched me.
The one you flew out?
Yep, the one I helped him.
And when you think back at that time, do you regret not calling the police?
Wait, what was the question?
Do you regret not calling the police?
Yep.
Because, I understand you were scared, but I think we can all agree, regardless of the situation, regardless where you're at in life, you should never stay quiet in that situation. Whether it's a guy hitting you, a girl hitting you, no matter who it is, I think we all need to know that that's not okay.
Karina.
Take your time.
No, seriously. I don't know if this is off the record. I don't give a fuck. But when I was in that room, he kept hitting on me. And he wouldn't stop.
You didn't try to fight back?
I did. I tried to.
What about his family? Did you ever mention the beating to his family? Did his family find out?
Yes. The girl, his close cousin, I won't say her name.
Okay.
But I'm really upset at her. And this is the reason why. Because the next day, I asked her, I said, did you know, did he tell you? Because they're close. I said, did you ask, did you know that he started hitting on me? Did you know? She was in the kitchen cooking. And you know what she said to me? She didn't say nothing. She didn't say shit.
Is that when you realized you needed to do better
Absolutely.
for yourself?
I'm so glad you said that. That's when I told myself, I'm out.
You're out of your own house.
Out of my own house. That was it. Because me and her, I helped her get a license. I helped her daughter get to LA. And your other cousin watched my ex beat on me.
And did nothing.
And did nothing.
Take your time. We all know. It must have been really hard going through all of that. You have them cooking out of your own kitchen, basically laughing in your face, mocking you. It took a beating for you to understand you needed to do better. Was it easy for you to get out of the situation moving forward from that?
It was not easy. Like, I wouldn't say escaped. I would say run away.
From your own home.
Yeah, going back.
And where did you have anywhere to go? Where were you gonna go?
Well, I was with this multi-millionaire guy. So I had a Tesla, whatever, and I told him, and he was that. I'm not. I told him everything that happened, and so he helped me run away. We faked everything that I had. I lost a Tesla.
Okay. You lost your home,
No, I didn't. No, they was in the home. Remember, they still in the home.
but you lost it because you had to leave your
Yeah,
own home.
yeah. Well, they're helping me. So I lost my job. No, I lost my job. I lost the car, so I wouldn't be able to afford living there. That was my way out.
Okay.
So they went to Newport Beach, and that was my opportunity. And I was already planning to leave. I shredded everything, all the paperwork. Once I found my birth certificate and my
Your social?
yeah, and my social, I got rid of everything. Yeah, and then when I told him in person, I said I'm going back home because I can't afford because I lost everything.
And what is home?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, or Somerville, Moscow. They all my home.
And from there, the millionaire helped you. What's the story behind that? He got you out of the house.
He eventually got me out of the house, and one of his cousin agreed to pay for the rest of the house. So that was
Jesus' cousin.
Yeah, Jesus'
Okay.
cousin. Yeah, she agreed to it or whatever. So I left. I eventually left while they was at the beach. That was my way out.
So now that you look back on it, you look at everything that happened. He started cheating since he first got here.
Right.
Do you think he used you overall to get to California? Because he's in New York when you met him.
Right.
And ends up in LA, not once, but twice. Do you feel like you were the source of income in order for him to get over here and bring his family?
At first, no, because I was not naive by love.
Blinded by love?
Naive. And it went down the line in the relationship, yes. Why? I chose not to believe it, and I kept letting it linger and everything or whatever.
So after that, have you been able to date? Have you dated anyone?
No, I haven't dated since that happened because it took time to heal, recover. It took a minute.
So you haven't dated. Have you given a chance to meet someone else?
No. I never. No, I have no.
Never.
No, I just kind of lay low. I was just quiet.
What about now? Do you intend on getting to know someone? Do you plan on?
Yeah, absolutely. I do. I am open. I'm fully healed right now. I got a lot of stuff on my face coming. I'm sorry.
And I don't have any tissue.
I know. I'm like.
I'm sorry.
I was wondering where's our tissue. Damn it.
I have no tissues. So after that, do you feel like this is what helped you find your niche?
Yes, this relationship, it did. It really helped me, and I'm so glad it helped me. I think
we got a tissue over here for you.
Thank you. It was Donovan that saved my life. I don't need it now. The tears done dried up, so I don't need it now.
You found your niche, and is this what helped you discover your talk show?
Yes.
Because we are here now. This is a segment, Lifetime Moments with Devarius.
Right. The purpose of, I'm so glad I shared my story. The purpose of this segment is to give people a voice, a platform, a purpose to share and tell their story. A lot of people want to share their story, but don't know how, and to express themselves. And I want to, like Larry King. I love Larry King. Love Larry King. One of my influences, Larry King. So this is like a Larry King type segment. And I love Oprah Winfrey. Montel Williams, and Wendy Williams. Love those host.
Yeah, I know. I've spent many times watching this with
You
you.
do? Okay, yes, you do. And Judge Judy.
And Judge Judy. Cannot forget Judge Judy.
Right. So, but going back to what you were saying, this show, I wanted to be very successful, and want everybody to know the purpose of the show behind it. But can I go back to
Yeah.
the I want to clear something up with the relationship. They eventually got evicted.
From the apartment.
The house.
Or the house.
$15,000 back rent.
And that was under your name because you flew them out.
Absolutely. And
So
you wanna know-
how did that affect you?
It didn't affect me because I wasn't with them.
Even if the house was under your name?
And the house wasn't under my name.
Okay.
It was under the owner's name, who I now rekindle the relationship.
You went back and found that relationship?
The owners of the house, yes.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
Yes, I now, now rekindled the relationship. So, I'm so glad that now I can have my own space again. And be able to, recover everything.
And once they got evicted, did he ever try looking for you again?
No, he actually went back to New York.
So he's back in New York.
Absolutely, you damn right. He can't afford LA.
Yeah, LA's really expensive.
It is expensive, but
Yeah.
people's priorities are not aligned. And his priority was not definitely in line because he was broke. Where's the lie?
There is no way.
There's no lie. It was all over him the whole time. So, anyway, yeah, Karina. So that's it. But the cousin still lives here outside of LA.
What about the mom? Did the mom ever try to get involved?
I told her what happened. She couldn't believe that her son did that. After the relationship, I stayed in a hotel for 2 weeks. Nobody didn't know this. I stayed in a hotel for 2 weeks. I was already paid for whatever. Can I say his name? The multimillionaire guy. Well, I can't. It could. You know him.
I know who he is. I think you'll be fine saying it. I feel maybe a lot of people have actually encountered him, considering we're in West Hollywood. He is very local here, so
Right.
I feel like if you feel comfortable mentioning his name, that would be fine. Don't say the full name.
Oh, definitely not. Mr. Rowe.
Mr. Rowe.
That was his name.
That man was eventful.
Eventful is the word.
Yeah.
And that's when I lost everything twice. Again.
For the second time?
Remember? I lost
That is.
I lost both of the Tesla I had. I was driving Model 3 and a Model X.
Yeah.
Yep.
You had it all during that time.
I was living in Venice in a penthouse.
But
Oh.
I don't want us to move away from what we're talking about.
I know. Karen. I
Mr.
knew
Rowe,
it.
that is going to be a completely different conversation
is.
because
It is.
that's everybody's trauma, I can say.
Right, exactly. So-
Going back to Jesus, after everything that happened with Jesus, is that why you think you need to have such a strong voice now? Because you were shut out. You were shut out and you had nothing.
Yes, Karina, yes. That I believe it kind of in 2021, it made me realize my niche in Los Angeles. I've been here 4 years. I've been with a lot of amazing people in my life that are here with me, and I'm so glad they're here. He's here. You know, my hairstyle is like my hair. I love my hair. Julius knows. Did my hair. The Lock Doc of LA. Yeah. So this show, I'm just glad it's going to be amazing, and the reason why is what I went through. And I want everybody to know, and the audience to know, that it was not easy. This moment is everything to me of my life in this time. That's why I named it Lifetime Moments with Devarius on the daytime talk show. But no, it made me realize my personality. That's why we had this show. I asked myself, I asked myself, what is my gift? I've been out here 4 years. Okay, Devarius, what do I need to do in this life? Because I'm about to be 30 at the time. I was like, okay, 2021, I'm about to be 30. I turned 30 August 27. I did. And I asked myself, I said, okay, what can you do? Use your personality. I said, what can I do with my personality? Be a talk show host. Be a philanthropy. Use your voice. Empower the audience. Because the reason why a lot of people can't get along, and that's why I said on my Instagram, I said that it's hard to find true friendships. True friends.
It is. It really is. Especially out here in LA.
Especially, out here in LA, but it's really hard to find true friends these days. And so I want to be that next voice, that next big voice in West Hollywood. I want the world to know, like, this is gonna go big. Like, seriously. Everybody's gonna have their time, everybody's gonna have their moment on this show. This show is for you. This moment is for you, and I want everybody to know, the audience to know that you can really share your story, share your journey with
And
me.
from my understanding
Okay.
is, if the people do reach out, anyone in the audience that wants to have a voice on this show, they could go ahead and contact the
Yeah.
show, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to thedaytimeshow.com and just type it in the box on the website. Yes, thedaytimeshow.com. As a matter of fact, you know how I got the name? I got it in February, Karina. I got it in February.
When you were coming up with the show.
Absolutely. I was like, the daytime show. I was like, it's available. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, the Tonight Show, the morning show, the daytime show. I was like,
Oh, I remember. We
Yeah.
sat in an office
Yes,
for
we did.
hours, all morning,
Hours.
watching Wendy Williams
Look. And Judge Judy,
and Judge Judy.
my best friend.
So,
Where's the lie?
there is no lie. I can never forget those lunch breaks.
2 words on this show.
The best.
Best.
Only the best,
The
actually.
best. That's all I know. That's why quality over quantity.
That is correct. And I know we are running a little bit out of time,
We are?
but I do have 2 more questions for you.
Whoa.
Aside from all the trauma,
Okay.
all
bro.
the trauma that you did go through,
I did.
the drama, the trauma, the tears, the beatings, the scandal,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel that that is what actually brings people to their true self? Do you think trauma is what leads people to finding out what it is that they want to do in life?
Yes. Trauma can be an experience, whether it can be in a relationship, it can be depression, anxiety, or whatever you go through in life. Trauma, and it can lead to other types of experiences, so you can learn from that trauma and you have to talk to somebody. If you really going through something, you're gonna really have to talk to somebody and go through that experience alone. I went through this alone. My friends, even the friends that I stopped talking to, and I forgave and rekindled, they didn't know, and I want them to know what really happened in this moment. And going back to trauma, it can be scary, and we have to talk to each other. We're about to go in 2022 now, basically. We gotta really talk to each other. We gotta unite. We can't create a lot of other things aside or whatever. But yes, I do believe.
You do believe that's what brought you to
absolutely
this
do believe.
place. And if you had one last thing to tell the audience,
Uh-oh.
if someone were to be going through the same situation you're going through, what is it that you would exactly tell them?
Like the same thing that I was going through.
Yeah, dealing with the situation.
Pay attention to the fucking red signs. Red signs.
Red flags?
Red flags, red signs, blue signs, whatever.
Any color of signs.
Okay, rainbow like me. Where's the lie?
Rainbow
Okay.
like you.
I'm just I'm just being honest. You know, we gotta hug each other. You know what I'm saying? Is there? I know there's another question on it.
One more question. Do you
Is
feel?
one more question, Karina?
We do have one more question.
It hasn't been an hour.
No, it hasn't.
It has been an hour. Oh my God. Okay. There has to be more. There has to be more.
There is a lot more.
Okay.
But like you said, we are running out of time.
No, we're not. I think we got like 10. Okay, we do have like 10 minutes.
10 more minutes.
10 more minutes.
So I can ask you my last question.
Oh, you can ask me your last question, and then if you want to go, you can ask me what. Go.
And then I can go. He's kicking me off his own show.
No,
I'm in his seat today, so I get to kick him off tonight.
You're not going nowhere. Oh my God. Karina, I love you.
I love you too. Which is why we're here. And we're finally discussing this on your show.
No, seriously. We talked about this since when?
2019, I think.
Yeah.
Or no. 2020. December 2020.
Yes.
That is when we started all this.
When we part ways.
Yeah.
From Mr. Rowe.
From Mr. Rowe.
The best.
He was not the best.
Oh, he wasn't. No.
But,
he was the lie.
But he did teach us one thing, which is what?
Discipline.
One thing. The only thing you can learn from that man.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing about my ex. I did learn a lot from their relationship.
What did you learn?
Communication.
But
what?
Do you ever see like those corny memes? It's like communication's not effective unless you understand.
It is effective. What are you talking about?
What if he doesn't understand? Because you obviously communicated with him what the problems were.
True, but in the heart of the relationship, I didn't understand what communication was. A lot of people don't know what communication is. It's like you're actually talking to the person, keeping tabs and everything. Like, hey, we can go to the store, get some oranges, shoot a text. Oh, don't forget the apples, and make sure it's the red apples. That's communication.
It's not the Honeycrisp apples.
You see, I'm my heart. That's my Honeycrisp apples are my favorite.
Because they're the best.
The best.
Okay, so now.
Okay, what?
It is time for the last question.
Oh, are you serious? I'm enjoying this interview. I can sit on this couch all day.
Make yourself comfortable.
I'm trying to make myself comfortable.
Do you want to ask the question, or am I asking your question?
I mean, you can ask the question. I mean, I'm going to answer the question. Can I put this here? Because I'm not crying no more. I mean, it's just pointless.
Okay.
Donovan was late.
Last question. Where is the lie? Where is the lie in all of this?
The lie was in Jesus today.
Jesus is a liar.
The lie.
Okay. Yeah. And now I'm guessing this is actually the end of everything.
It's the end?
But I will be back in Devarius' seat again. Because this is his show, but I am in his seat.
I know, but when are you coming back? Okay, when you're coming back, I'm interviewing you.
Oh, the trauma.
The trauma?
The trauma of being interviewed.
That's so dumb.
That is not dumb. That is the truth, because it's not a lie.
Oh, This is the truth. And then where's Nina Maroon?
So that is it for today, guys. I just want to thank you, Devarius.
Okay, thank you for being
for
here.
letting me interview you today on your very own show.
So do we have to hug each other?
We do.
But it's COVID.
We disinfected the studio.
Did we?
We did.
I think we did.
Well, if you didn't, you better go get tested tomorrow.
Omicron. Let's sound like Transformers, don't it?
Correct. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Whoa,
that is all.
I want to hug you.
Give me a hug.
Oh.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today.
God.
You interrupted me.
Yeah. So sorry.
Step by step in the daytime. It's the daytime show with Devarius.